Fala galera, ligado no canal do Super Lutas, Laerte Viana na área, direto de Miami, UFC 287 neste sábado, Fight Week, cobertura especial em loco para vocês aqui do canal do Super Lutas. User Belgari aqui do meu lado, sparring de Alex Poatan, uma das grandes armas do camp do Brasileiro. Vamos falar muito sobre isso para vocês conhecerem um pouco mais sobre ele. Só lembrando antes rapidinho que essa cobertura especial é uma parceria com meu amigo Mota Tips, especialista em apostas esportivas, já faturou mais de R$500 mil no último ano. O link está fixado aqui embaixo para vocês clicarem e conversarem com o Mota. Está disponibilizando as estratégias, os segredos para vocês também lucrarem com ele. Só usar o cupom do Super Lutas que tem desconto. Então chamem o Mota aqui nos comentários que está valendo bastante a pena. Beleza? Vamos falar com o Yuri agora. Tudo bem com você?
Tudo bem.
Seja muito bem. Tudo bem? Entende um pouquinho de português? Eu vou falar em português, ele vai responder em inglês aqui para vocês. Primeiro de tudo, queria começar te perguntando. Tu é muito alto, né, cara? Até o Alex Poatan fica um pouco baixo perto de você. Qual que é a sua altura?
I'm very tall, and 196. Alex is a little bit shorter than me, but I think we have the same reach. So for me, you know, even if I dip a little bit my knees, we have the same length as well, you know, and yeah, reach. You know, his arms are very long, and you know, as everybody knows, his timing is very good. So it always makes a great sparring when we on the mat.
Para quem não sabe, o Yuri já enfrentou o Alex Poatan 3 vezes no kickbox, já enfrentou o Israel Adesanya também, então tem propriedade para falar sobre essa rivalidade. Queria começar te perguntando como é que começou a relação entre você e o Poatan depois de vocês terem se enfrentado, né? Como é que surgiu o convite para você treinar com ele? Na última luta em Nova York você já estava com ele. Como é que começou essa parceria de vocês?
So Alex was doing a tour in Europe. And he was training in some gyms, and I saw some videos of him smashing guys to the ground and smashing people in different gyms. And then someday my coach, Paul Lamotte, come to me. He says, hey, I'm good friends with George, who is the manager of Alex, and they want to come over and train. Is that okay by you? You know? I said, yeah, of course. Why not? So he came, we trained, and yeah, of course, the last moment we met was the fight, you know, so it's not that all of the sudden we're friends, you know, it's still, there is like this competitive edge, and, you know, so we trained competitively, yeah, but without bad feelings, but just competitively, and this worked out so good that he was like, he came the next day, and the next day we trained again, but this time it was a little bit more sparring like, you know, and again competitively, you know, we both want to prove, you know, like, and we both don't want to show tiredness, and we want to go. Is like a little bit like a match. So then soon after George called Paul like, hey, Alex liked it and he wants User in his camp for the Adesanya preparation the first time. Of course, also because the styles are a little bit similar of me and Adesanya, and I like the idea. They asked me, do you like the idea to go there and have a full camp there? And I was like, yeah, of course, man. I mean, the way what Alex has done, and now that he's fighting for the title, I'm very happy for him. You know, that's one. And I want to challenge myself to see how I do in this sparring. You know, so that was the first thing. And then, yeah, soon after, you know, things happen, and you eat with each other, you train with each other, you understand each other in different ways, and he became like a friend. And then later on, the second camp, he became like a brother.
Podemos dizer que você agora faz parte do camp da equipe do Glover Teixeira? Você pretende ficar treinando com o time, ou foi mais específico sobre esse período com o Alex?
I don't feel like I'm just part of the team. I feel like I'm part of the family, and that's a really great feeling. The way they embraced me in there from day one, you know, it was like so the hospitality of these people. I'm talking about these people, but I think the Brazilian people as a whole, I think they're very very warm-hearted and very family-like, and of course it takes time to build a relation to call people your family, but you know, I've been there now for some time, and I even left my own family at home, you know, so which was a heavy part of this, but the way they embraced me, I'm talking about all of them, is amazing.
É amazing. E como é que é a questão dos treinos com o Poatan? No dia a dia não deve ser nada fácil ter que ficar trocando mão com um cara daquele tamanho, que tem a mão tão pesada, temida por todo mundo. Como é que é a troca entre você e o Poatan? O quanto você consegue somar para ele e ele somar para você?
No, it's tough to spar him, you know, because sometimes we go hard, and also before the sparring or before the training, you know, it's gonna be a tough training. You feel like you know, you feel some butterflies, like you're going to a fight, and like you say, it's not just any guy you're sparring. It's the top striker in the world, you know, and he's now the MMA champion, middleweight, best fighter in the world. So yes, that's tough, but I learned a lot from this. You know, also going through it, you know, there was not one day where I was like, oh no, I broke my fingernail, I can't come today. You know, I was there every day, and we didn't spar every day, of course not. We did we did technique days, we did ground days. You know, the best people in MMA Teixeira is like Glover is there, the head coach. You know, we have Kyle teaching BJJ. Turman, yeah, that's like the training partners. You have some good training partners, but I was just talking about the coaches. You know, Plinio comes around, he holds pads and gives like technique advice. Of course, boxing trainer Fernelli. You know, just the whole crew, but specifically Alex, of course, because we're training one-on-one all day. Yeah, helped me to grow a lot.
De fato, todo mundo sai ganhando, né? Você aprende, ele aprende. Sobre essa luta específica do Adesanya, né? O fato de você já ter enfrentado o Adesanya, você está tendo que fazer algo específico para simular o jogo do nigeriano? E como que tem sido isso para você, ser o principal sparring do Poatan?
I took my role as a sparring partner very seriously. I wasn't there egoistically to learn, you know. I was there also to put value in his camp. So studying Adesanya was a big part of it, and you know, moving like him and seeing what techniques he uses a lot. I try them on Alex, and I tell Alex, if it works on him, if I make it work on him, then maybe Adesanya could make it work. So we talk about it, and then okay, we find solutions on it, and we train, and then throughout the camp, like all these tricks Adesanya uses, you see. Alex creates like these kryptonites against it, so it don't work, you know. And of course, hey, it's a fight, you know. Everything can happen, and tricks can help or whatever. But I did my best as much to emulate Adesanya as much as possible, and you know, for Alex to take the sting out of some of these tricks.
Falando exatamente em cima disso, né, sobre a estratégia que vocês traçaram, duas em uma aqui. O que vocês esperam que de repente o Adesanya possa fazer de diferente e o que o Alex pode apresentar de novo para essa luta para a gente ficar de olho também?
It's only 5 months ago. These guys are really experienced fighters. You can learn a lot in 5 months, but once you get there in a war against another best man in the world, to try and pull out new tricks, you're maybe gonna try it once, but you're gonna fall back into your very high level style of fighting, but you're gonna fall back to your nature.
E o que você imagina, pra gente fechar aqui, se tivesse que palpitar, um exercício de imaginação aqui, como é que você imagina essa luta acontecendo e terminando?
Well, last time I predicted it precisely. I felt in the camp it was gonna be a 5th round knockout. This time is I can't say much more difficult. Then it was of course difficult as well. Maybe I got a little lucky, but I would think, based on the way he feels himself, but also the way he feels. You know what I mean? I predict the 3rd round knockout for Alex.
Terceiro round nocaute com menos tensão dessa vez, né? Na última foi ali nos acréscimos, virando a luta. Você também pode palpitar, dar o seu pitaco nessa luta lá no site da Stake. O link está fixado aqui embaixo nos comentários. Não esqueça de usar o cupom SUPERLUTAS, tudo junto em letra maiúscula. Não só no main event, Poatan versus Adesanya, mas o card inteiro tá bem interessante. Vamos falar bastante sobre ele ainda nos próximos dias, nas próximas semanas. Vou preparar um conteúdo especial sobre ele para vocês, para conhecerem um pouco mais. Hoje, de fato, foi tempo curto, a gente na correria aqui só para apresentar quem que é esse cara que estava chamando tanta atenção, o principal sparring de Alex Poatan. Thanks, my friend.
Valeu, tamo junto.